this is my garden, and it's about 55 square meters big overall, and we are going to be focusing on the green part, the edible part, which you can see right on the borders, and in the further far we also have a raised bed, which is the total of the green garden is about 10 square meters, and bits and pieces of the vertical garden, and this is what we're going to be doing a tour on. So let's go get on it. So I'm going to start by these peppers. I didn't have space in the ground, so I decided to do this. I will put this on my YouTube channel, how I did this DIY part. And down here I have some tomato plants and this beautiful flower. And under here I used to have some peanuts, but I think they're almost dying because of they don't get enough sun. So, and I have a little bit of onions. You will see also how I did these onions on the YouTube channel. Some here, and here I have our rain tank collection. Here we take when it's sunny. I take the water from here because we collect it when it's raining. And over here we have a fig tree attacked basically by the tomato plants. They are growing like crazy. And under here I'll have a sweet potato and a pepper in the corner in there. And I also have this bean, some lavender, and also some peppers that are also attacked by the tomatoes. Basically the tomatoes have taken over this part. And here on the terrace I have happened to keep some pots that I can keep some plants, also give it a life. I have this arum. This is one of the herbs. You can eat the flowers out of it. And this plant is a good luck French plant. I don't know what it's called, but I will pin it. I have this little beautiful cactus plant here. I also found it here as part of the house, so it's beautiful. I decided to keep it. I will change the pot for it and put it maybe inside. And this is the famous chair. You will see it a lot when I sit here. And in here I have the avocado. I will post the video about how I planted this avocado. And in these two bags I have some potatoes growing. You will also see this on my channel as well. And this is the castor plant. If you know all that castor oil you have, this is where they come from. This is the actual tree. And we have this crazy climbing plant. It's called wisteria, right? Wisteria in Dutch. I'm not sure about the English name. You can eat the flowers out of it, but the leaves are quite poisonous, so do not eat them. Do not eat them. And over here I happen to have some grapevines that I put here. And along with that we have this climbing cucumber. We're expecting some cucumber sometime soon. And down here I have a courgette plant growing and some soybeans that happen to not living the soil here. It's right here. Okay. And behind here the crazy growing pumpkin. This is what we only had in this garden last year. Basically it was all over this place. So this is it. We're deciding that it's going to grow up the roof. That's where we're gonna put the energy to go. And over here I have my little vertical lettuce plants that are growing in the bag because we don't have enough space. So this is what we do to get the most out of our garden. And over here we have, actually it's a pot, and we have 2 eggplant plants that we have here. It's eggplant or brinjal. Yeah, I think that's it. What is the other name?
Aubergine.
Yeah, aubergine. The famous one is aubergine. Eggplant, aubergine, or brinjal. I guess wherever you are, I don't know what you call it. We have a compost, which is kind of buried with these beans. So everything that we take, the weeds we take out of the garden, or we kill a plant, or we harvest something, we throw the rest of them here. We don't waste anything, because this is creating the food for the soil of the rest of the plants or the rest of the garden. And in this bed I planted some beans, some peanuts, some maize in here, and I did not really see these beans coming. They took over everything, and these 1, 2, 3, 4 maize and a sunflower are the survivors out of these beans. Otherwise the rest is just the beans. And look at it, look at it. Soon we are going to get some beans out of here, so I'm quite excited. But yeah, next year I gotta keep them in mind and know how they actually grow. And over here I have some cowpeas, which they originally from Zimbabwe. They are doing well, but not as well as they should be because of these beans here. So I will also see how they go. And in this vertical garden we also did it by ourselves, but unfortunately I didn't shoot how we did it. There are some strawberries, and yeah, more strawberries. And here I have some lettuce as well. And these 2 tomatoes, they are growing from it. Actually, they are volunteer tomatoes from last year plants, so we didn't plant them. They came out by themselves, and we decided to leave them in there and see how they do. And we have more maize, corn. Yeah, that's about it. Here we have a leek, and I'm keeping this flower for seeds. Later on I'll get out some seeds out of it. Yeah. As well as this spinach, I am also keeping it so big or so old because I want some seeds out of it, and they are coming along right here. In few months there will be something, so I can't wait. And over here I also have some more cucumber, and these big babies here are Brussels sprouts. So they are just doing so well in this bed from here up to there. And down below I have some beetroot, and they're also doing very well, and I think they'll be ready to harvest sometime soon. And I also added some onions here. Every little space I can find, I always squeeze something in. So yeah. And down here I have some peppers, which are not doing so great. I don't know what is wrong, but I think it's probably the sun, because we don't get, this part of the garden doesn't get enough sun, I guess. And in general the rest of the country doesn't have enough sun. And over here I have a different kind of cucumber. In Zimbabwe we call it a wild cucumber or something like that. I don't know the actual name. Here in Netherlands they call it kiwano. So I don't know, wherever you are, you probably recognize the plant. I will be showing the fruits when they are ready. And over here we have a cherry tree that we planted as well this year. And yeah, next year hoping to have some baby cherries, sweet and delicious. Okay, over here I have broccolis. Normally they're purple, but this one looks to be green, and most of them, but I have one over here that is purple. As I bought the seeds, they were all purple, so they're supposed to be purple. And in a couple of weeks I'm expecting them to be ready to harvest, so I'm quite excited and looking forward to it. And just behind here I have some celery plants which are thriving and doing so well. They're actually glowing, really, they're glowing. And like I said, I always squeeze things down. I have some carrots here growing and they're not doing well, but you know, I hope these will be ready soon, then I can remove them so that these can also get a chance to get some sun. Okay, as well down here I have squeezed some shallots and they are really doing well. I guess I can come and harvest some leaf sometime soon. Yeah, these are just shallots and I can't wait to actually really harvest. I guess it's the most exciting thing to do in the garden. And these big leaves, it's a very beautiful artichoke, and I know the rest of them, they were destroyed by some ants, and this is one that survived. So I am looking forward to see the flower because apparently it makes those beautiful flowers. And I have a little peanut here, which is the one that's actually getting enough sun, and I hope we'll get something out of it. And this is just garlic growing here. Here I have some spinach or chard, whatever you call it in your country. In Netherlands they call it snijbit. So basically this is my leafy green garden. I have this type of cabbage, and also this is also another type of cabbage. So if you live or you're from Zimbabwe, you know how important this part of the garden in your daily life. We live on this in Zimbabwe, so I also live on this. Every weekend I'm all over here cooking my salsa and just enjoying my weekends basically. And here we have some roses. This is a rose tree. It's not my favorite because it doesn't have a nice shape, but surprisingly it gave us some nice roses here. I think this is the freshest, the most recent one. So yeah, great. And guys, the moment I've been waiting to show you is this part of the garden. This is the heart of my kitchen, guys. I cannot just make a meal without visiting this part of the garden. This is my herb garden. I have all my aromatic herbs here, and I am just adding more every now and then as soon as I find something new. So at the moment I have mint, I have some basil, I have some oregano, and I had sage. Actually it died here because it's been raining too much, so that killed this sage. And down here I have thyme. This is thyme, and different thyme as well. And here I have the rosemary, and this is just additional celery that we put here. We're thinking it was coriander actually. And here, this is a bay leaf. This is just vervain. I don't know what it's called in English, I guess, but you can make tea out of it with the fresh or dry leaves of it. You can make yourself a tea. Basically this is it. This was the garden tour. Everything that I have in my garden, I've shown it to you. So yeah, that was it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you would like to see more of these videos, please subscribe and hit the notification button so you won't miss more when I upload. And please share it with your friends and like the video, and I guess I will see you in my next video. Thank you.